Well, hello. So it's Wednesday morning here. It's not yet sunrise, as you can see. You can just see a gentle blue in the sky. It's currently minus 22, so my fingers might fall off in a second. I'm wearing thick Arctic gloves, and they're not thick enough. I need to put some mitts on. But hold on, I'll just talk to you first. It's minus 22 with the wind chill. It's more like minus 30, apparently. But I'm braving it today to try and get on this huge ship, and there are lots of cars ready to board it. This is the ferry. It should only take 2 hours. It would take me into Tallinn, the capital of Estonia. So I thought, while I'm here, I'll have to go. So I'm just waiting for boarding. But these last 2 days in Helsinki have been amazing. That Monday, seeing that amazing winter wonderland. A lot of things are closed on Mondays in Helsinki, all the shops, museums, but that was fine because I needed that gentle first day, and it gave me a chance to get a feel of the city. And I planned that walk, across the city, around the harbour and then around the bay, and then I realised, there's a tourist mistake there because it's winter and you don't walk around the harbour and around the bay. You then walk across the harbour. You don't worry about the bridges over the bay, you just walk across the bay. So I was a bit wary at first walking on the sea because, of course, at some point the sea becomes water in the Baltic. But when there were cyclists and people with babies in their prams further out than me, I thought I'd probably okay. So that was magical, exploring Helsinki. And there was a lot of Russian influence, wasn't there? I put it up in the captions. So, of course, the cathedral was originally built for Nicholas I of Russia. And then in Senate Square, there's that huge statue of Alexander III. What else? And then, Tuesday, I saw this huge monument outside the Swedish Embassy on that wonderful promenade from, City Hall, Swedish Embassy, and the Supreme Court. And that huge monument, it's just because Nicholas I's wife visited. That's what that's for. So that close ties with Russia. But of course, Finland was Russian for over 100 years before their independence, which was 1917. So Finland is just 100 years old because they celebrated it in December. So in 2017 they were 100 years old. That's their 100 years since their independence. But of course, actually, they're way older than that. I went to the Athenaeum on Tuesday. That's an art gallery. There are so many art galleries, but that one had more of the classical paintings, and they had a room in there devoted to works inspired by the Kalevala. And the Kalevala is this collection of epic poems that was only written in the 19th century, but it's beautifully written. In a Finnish, actually, that some Finns struggle to understand now, but it's been translated into so many languages, and it documents all of the myths, all of those old stories in Finland. And so that really gave them a sense of identity, and that's what put them onto the path to independence. While I was at the Athenaeum, what else? Because they had a nice Cézanne, they were the first museum to get a Van Gogh. So I saw that one, a Von Gogh, the first museum to get one of those. And Ferdinand von Wright, a famous Finnish artist, he had his fighting capercaillies, stunning representation of real life. But after the Athenaeum, what else was Tuesday? I managed to see the Rock Church. There's so many beautiful churches here. The Rock Church is a church that's been dug underground and it's built into solid bedrock. So you have these natural walls, and so the acoustics are amazing, and in fact the walls are damp, so there's these channels to take the water away, and behind the altar there's actually a split. That's a real natural split in the rock that has been there since the last ice age. So what a beautiful church, all lit with a skylight, so it's natural light coming in. But I think the highlight of Tuesday was going to the Heartwall Arena to see the jääkiekko, the ice hockey. And of course, ice hockey, big sport here in Finland. And who was playing? It was Helsinki team, Jokerit. Jokerit are the Jesters. That's who they play as. And it was versus SKA St. Petersburg, SKA, the sports club of the army. So, such a mean match with two teams right at the top of their league at the moment. So, I'm so pleased that I caught that. And it's so fast and physical, and the lighting's amazing too on the ice. But it was one of the most exciting things I've seen in a while. Just because it's just so fast. You don't know they can get up to such speed on the ice, and I don't know. Okay, I can understand how they don't fall over because they're ice skaters. But how do they know where everyone else is? How do they keep control of the puck with superb control? And then, of course, they're allowed to throw people off balance, but not allowed to trip people up. So there's that fine line. Everything's going so quickly. It just gets so mean and so physical, and that's why you've got to have 3 referees. I couldn't take good video because, of course, cameras aren't allowed. But I think I got a few seconds on my phone. But it was amazing. And then what was it? So Jokerit, Helsinki, they won 5-3. So the feeling in that arena, in that stadium, was amazing. And it helped that I placed a bet on them winning, so actually I got the price of my ticket back. So there we are, free event. My hands are now getting really cold. I've got Arctic gloves on, but they're not warm enough. So fortunately, I have got over mitts to put over the top, so that if I need to be out for a long time, I can wear them. But I need to use them at the moment. So I'm going to try and find somewhere warmer. And then next time we speak, I hope it's in Tallinn.